Hi, Bestie. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to share some happy mail. I'm going to get into my paycheck budget, closing out the previous one and starting the second one. So if that interests you, let's go ahead and get started. Hopefully all is well with you. Alright, so these are some planner stickers from Planner Aesthetic. The little sheets are samples that you could get. Only thing you have to do is add the samples to your cart. This is the November subscription deco. And these two sheets right here is the October deco subscription. So you can save 10% on Planner Aesthetic items with my coupon code Karen10. And I'll have her information in the description. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into my paycheck budget. If you're new to my page, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. So glad that you're here with me today. And hopefully all is well with you, and hopefully you have an awesome week this week. Alright, so I have to close out my first paycheck budget, and we're going to walk through each of the categories. Alright, so my mortgage income is $300. And I don't have any additional income to add there. Now let's go ahead and get into my bills. My electricity bill was $187. Okay, and my water is $5 there. $192.36. Okay, so now I did end up adding a new section, debt section, and I'll get more into detail with my Wells Fargo credit card, and the bill's not due yet for that. Alright, so let's get into my expenses here. So all of these are subscriptions or purchases that I made there, which totals up to be $61.32. Okay, and now let's get into my saving challenges for my first paycheck. Okay, so for the bingo challenge, I saved $18. For faith challenge, I did $9. But you see, I did the deduction because they actually came from my cash wallet and not my income for that. And then I did the awareness challenge, 18. I did the mini savings for 14. And you need to add in here, the remaining balance that I had available, I'd end up doing my tithes to the church, and I need to update my planner with that amount. So let me know how you're doing with an emoji in the chat. Hopefully you're having an awesome day today, bestie. I don't know, lately I've just been suffering with these migraines, and it's not a migraine right now. My just head hurts. And I went to bed extremely late. Alright, so let me add my tithes in here, and it's $31.20 here. It was actually $30, but on the online giving site, it gives you the opportunity to pay the fee, so the church don't have to pay the fee to process it. And the fee for this was $1.20, so I covered the fee as well. Alright, so let's get my new total for my variable expenses. And one thing I did notice when I was going through my account, well, we'll cover it in my next paycheck. Alright, so my new variable amount is $92.52. And I'm going to have to update my totals as well with this. And of course, I need to update my savings too. Alright, so I updated that. Now, let's go and let me add the savings up. It should be $50, but let's just make sure. And I used like I said earlier, I used the remaining balance from what I had for my paycheck budget to go towards the tithing. And I need to make a note here for the $9 that it actually came from my cash wallet when I did the 52-week savings challenge last week, because it didn't come from my income. But I must say I thoroughly enjoyed doing the roll and save challenges last week. I hadn't done them in a while. I just started back doing the roll and save, and it just reminded me how much I love doing them so much. Alright, so let's go ahead and update these totals here. I need to add up my fixed and variable together so I can get my new paycheck budget totals for the category, and that comes up to be $284.88. And then I need to update my savings because I have $84.57, but I actually saved $50. And now I'm going to deduct my expenses and my savings from my income to see what my remaining balance is to close out this paycheck budget. So I have a carry forward of $3.37 that I can carry forward to next paycheck. So I just stayed within my budget. Okay, let's go ahead and start my second paycheck budget. Now, if I don't increase my income for this month, I probably most likely will be over my budget for the month of October, because I do have to add in a new expense that I have, and that's with that credit card. Okay, so here is my spreadsheet here, so we can walk through my second paycheck budget here. Okay, so my income. Okay, so my income on website was $21.69 on my website. And if you placed in your orders on my website in Etsy shop, thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. In my Etsy shop, I earned $101.70. And I did end up adding the HBCU homecoming bundle in the Etsy shop, and that has been selling, and I'm very pleased with that because I was just testing to see how it would do. That's how I started my Etsy shop, with shoe charms, t-shirts, tumblers, those type of things. Okay, so my total income for this paycheck is $126.13. But yeah, that's how I started my Etsy shop, and I'm trying to transition and adding some saving items. Okay, so now let's get to my bills, electricity bill. So I did end up getting my second electricity bill, which I did not include within my budget, and that's $22 for that. So that's another reason why I'll probably be over my budget this month. Okay, Google $16.80. And then Prime is $6.99. So with my bills, like my electricity bill, utility bills, it comes to my bank. The bill actually comes to my bank, and that's when I know they don't mail it well. I request them not to mail it because I have auto pay set up with that. But let's get into my new debt here. So I had to take care emergency payment, and I use I utilized my credit card, and that's $3,585 for that. And then my first payment is due on the 21st of $48.65. So that is something that I did not budget for as well. So most definitely with this right here, along with the $22, electricity bill. I didn't account for neither one of those when I did my October budget. So I do need to update my monthly budget. So I went ahead and updated this bill pay here, and I need to finish updating the inside of this sticker. But here is the credit card bill. Here I add that sticker, but I need to add additional stickers to update my monthly budget. And so when I have been decluttering, going through all of my different planner bins, I found this sticker book here. And it came with, well, it was just not the sticker book. I actually found a Be Happy box from Happy Planner. It included the sticker book along with a budget planner, and it had some budget inserts. And I was like, cool, cool. I was excited because I was like, I definitely can utilize these stickers in my monthly layout. Okay, and I haven't got back into my storage bins. Last week I had my granddaughter, and typically when I have her, I don't do any of those type of things. And then after a week of being with her, I take the weekend off and don't touch anything. So this week I have to get back into the cluttering and going through those bins. But a lot of things, I'm just tired of seeing it, and I'm just going to throw the things away because I'm just tired of it. I got to the point where I'm getting tired of actually going through them. Okay, so I've added the credit card bill. Now I need to add some additional stickers because I need to add a sticker for the tithing. I need to add that amount there. And then my brother gave me $50. So I need to add a sticker for that as well. And I'm just so excited that with the new blackout paper planner, budget planner that I created, that I have this monthly calendar where I have more space to add the different stickers. Absolutely loving it. And it's just bringing me back to when I used to do decorative planning years ago. So if you follow my Fugal Planner IG page, you will see some of my budget planning on that particular IG page. Alright, so I added those stickers, and now I just need to add the amounts there, and then I need to add the amount I saved for this week because I was able to save $50 during the first week of October. Yeah, so the stickers that I have is Saturday are saving stickers, and then the rest of the stickers are bill due stickers. Alright, so I'm adding right here the $50 that my brother gave me. And let's go ahead and add my tithes here. Okay. And I think I need to let me see if there's anything else that I need to add. I think that's it with the stickers. Well, let's see if let's go ahead and add the tithe there. Wanted to make sure I put that there, and that's all that I need to add in the amounts right now. But let's see if there's any bill paid stickers that I can add to this. But now I was excited when I found that Be Happy box, and it had the sticker book in it because I was like, with the colors that's in this particular sticker book here, it will look absolutely beautiful and great and vibrant for the black page budget planner. I mean, it'll look great with the white paper too, but right now I'm just in my black paper phase. And here are some bill pay stickers here. Not sure if you will be able to see them because they're clear stickers. But it does have some foil on them. And it just says bill paid. But now when I was going through my different storage bins, it was things in there. I was surprised that I even had, and of course a lot of it was new. But that was in the phase, that was my FOMO days when I just bought so many different things. Okay. And one thing I've noticed this time with me going through my storage bins, because I went through them a few years ago, probably not all of them, but I went through a couple of them, and I was just keeping a whole lot of things. But this time, it's just totally different. Well, I'm not holding, because I was like, I'm not using it, so there's no need to keep it. Alright, so that's all I need to do to update my monthly. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get back to, I think that's straight, yeah, got that there. Just double checking and make sure I got everything. Alright, so let's get back to the paycheck budget. Alright, so let me get my spreadsheet for the fixed expenses. I've jotted them all down, and let's go ahead and jot this total down. It comes up to be $45.79 for my fixed expenses. Alright, and now let's go to my variable expenses. When I was checking in my account, which I was talking about earlier, I noticed that I had a Ko-Fi charge, and it was for Simply Tea's membership, and that is $15, so I need to add that there. Okay, and that's the only variable expense that I have at the moment. Not sure if I'm gonna get anything. Alright, let's check my spreadsheet. Alright, so I've allocated for my savings challenge. Hold up. Let me double check here to make sure I cover everything on the first page. And I think I'm good on the first page. Alright, so now let's total up my fixed expenses and my variable expenses. And that totals out to be $60.79. Okay. And then once I deduct that from my income, I would know how much I have available for savings challenges for the week. Alright, so let me write the income in, $126.13 there. Alright, let's go ahead and subtract that and see what it leaves me available. Alright, that leaves me $65.35 that I will have available that can go towards savings challenges to have a zero-based budget. Alright. Oh, I forgot. My brother gave me $50, so I need to add the $50. So let's add that here. Because I'm going to apply the $50 towards the savings challenge. And now I need to update my totals. Hold up. Oh, let me get a black marker, cause, hold up. I'm trying to decide what I should do. So here's the $50 for my brother, and then also I already went to the ATM to pull $50 towards savings challenge for the week. Alright, so I need to make an adjustment because I was about to put the $50 on the savings, but I definitely should add that towards income. So that's going to change my income total. And so my new income total will be $176.13. And then my savings will increase by $50. And it should be $115.34. But let me make sure I added that up correctly. Yep, I did add it up to $115.34. Okay, and let me get the black marker to remove this what I wrote down right here. Alright. I don't know what I was thinking about putting that for savings. I guess because I was planning on saving it, but that's not where that goes. I need to add it to income. Alright, so now let's get to my cash breakdown. So for the 52-week savings challenge, I am in week 10. So for week 10, that would be $10. And then I want to do something new for the week. Since I do have additional monies for faith, I did end up downloading some faith-based savings challenge off of Ko-Fi from a few cash stuffers here on YouTube, and I want to allocate $25 towards that. And I want to do my bingo savings challenge. That's my monthly challenge. And I don't know how much it would be for the week, but I'm going to allocate $15 for that. And I definitely want to get to my Christmas. I still have some Christmas in July saving challenges that I need to work on. So, let's see. How much should I allocate towards Christmas? Let's go ahead and do $15 for Christmas, and that'll be Christmas in July. So let's add up to see how much I'm at right now. Okay, so I have $35 left. So my mini saving challenge is, let's go ahead and allocate $15 for that. And lastly, I need to do my awareness savings challenge so I can make my donations for the month, and I'm going to allocate $20 for that. And let's go ahead and add this up to see how much it comes up to. Alright, it totals up to the $100 that I plan to save for the week. Okay. So I know I'm going to need $10 for this, and I'm going to do a cash breakdown. I'm going to go through my binders to break down the two $50 bills to lower denominations for the week. Okay? So, if you're interested in the breakdown part, that's what I want to do from this point on. I'm finished with my paycheck budget, closed up my first paycheck budget, and started my second paycheck budget for the month of October. Alright, so this is my sinking funds binder here. Let's see if I have any low bills that I can condense it down. I love the fact that I can actually go through my binders, but One thing I do need to work on this month, and I've been saying it for the past couple of months, but I definitely need to break down and do it. I do have a few investment challenges, and not challenge. Well, I do have challenges, but my investment binder, I need to go ahead. I need to deposit the money in my brokerage account because over the weekend I was looking at my investments, and I was coming up with an investment plan and looking at if I commit to investing between $10 and $50 a month, where I would be 10 years from now. And when I looked at that, and if I remember, I would share a screenshot of what I came with on the screen with you. And I was like, yes, I can't just let that money sit there. I need to go back and commit, because last year I was committed to I was doing $5 daily investments at one point, and then when money was getting lower, I ended up committing to doing like $5 per week, and I need to get back into doing that so I can grow that portfolio. Because I was excited when I looked at my Webull account, which I started last year, which I was doing the daily and the weekly investments. I'm just amazed at how it has grown. So it had grown, and I was like, I definitely have to get back into committing to my regular investments. And small amounts add up. It does add up. So I definitely got to get back into that. And just stop talking about it and just do it, because I have allocated and saved and dedicated one of my cash envelope binders specifically for that. And the money just sitting there, and I need to invest it so it can grow for me. Because I love the way my money grows in my brokerage accounts versus the high yield savings account. I've said that more than once, and I know the high yield is safer, but I am a long-term investor. I'm not a trader or anything like that, because I don't have the interest of watching investments daily like that. But overall, when I see my brokerage account and the growth, when I do check it, it's just phenomenal, and I absolutely love it. So I definitely have to do that. All right, so let's try to go ahead and condense this down some more. I didn't even realize I had these challenges right here. Some of these challenges here I totally forgot about as I'm going through these and looking for smaller bills. So I definitely need to take time one day to actually go through all of my cash envelope binders and see what I have in each of them. Alright, so this would take care $50 here with the $10 bills, and then I'm going to eventually condense it down a little bit more, because I definitely need more $1 bills and $2 bills for the challenges that I plan on working on for this week, because I'll be doing some roll and saves. So, and request challenges I haven't done. And this is one of the things, like when I was doing like my faith and finance, especially this past week, looking through these binders, seeing their challenges, I totally forgot about that. I'm totally not doing it at the moment. I need to seriously do some condensing and some reallocations of some of the saving challenges I've started on that I haven't even got back to. So I'm going to play some music, and I'm going to try to speed this part up. I think I've allocated or pulled out all the money that I've needed, and we're going to add it up to make sure that it adds up to be $100. So let me go ahead and sort it down by denomination so we can go ahead and count. And thank you so much if you're still here with me. And sorry that the video is longer than normal. Alright, so let me get my calculator so we can add this money up. Okay. Let's start with the tens. So I have $20 for tens, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright. Let's sort this ones and $2 bills out so we can count this. Let's go ahead and count the $2 bills first. Alright, I thought I had already sorted them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34. Alright, let's count the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Alright, so it totals up to be $100. So thank you so much for joining me for my paycheck budget and my cash breakdown. Turn on your notification bell so you know when I upload another video. Alright, bestie, have an awesome day. Toodles.